Here's to all the kids who never find their names on anything in souvenir store. They named my brother Dennis. A moment of silence for Zvejezdan. In 2019, I wrote my phone number on a Jenga piece at a hostel in Iceland. Today, I received this photo. Is this some kind of joke? Don't be afraid to take that big step. Obsessed with the way my girlfriend holds burgers, like she's just picked up a wounded pigeon. Does she eat the wounded pigeons too? I'm not allowed to disclose that. College house with an emergency slide rather than stairs. What does bi-monthly mean? Twice a month, every 2 months. Thanks guys for your help. These completely useless scissors you had to use in school. Couldn't get a slice of oxygen with these. Landlord never fixed the leaky roof. So I climbed up to look for soft spots. And what the hell, our roof is made of license plates. I heard my husband screaming while he was in the shower. Walked in and saw this. Great candles for anyone named Patrick or Emily. Party Emily in house tonight. E-boy, e-girl? Nah, I'm e-milk. A massive sinkhole in central Turkey. Thoughts? I want a girl to bite me so hard I'll cry. First photo is the school dispensed water from the Wharton fountain. Why is it grey? Little dinosaur themed bench. Or anti-homeless. Told the kids I had trouble with handwriting when I was little, and a 5-year-old asked if it was because pens were made of feathers. Thinking about this meal I had while visiting America. This is what comes to mind when I think of American food. So my sister tells my brother to pay for the bill, and he goes, I've been waiting a long time to use this. You pay for it. I had to physically go to the bank this morning, like it's 1950. Hey, get me some stamps at the post office while you're out there. Will you be taking the horse and buggy as well? Eye-opening what each $1 of your income tax money pays for. Lasagna research. Why is Norway so good at Winter Olympics? You mean the mountainous country that gets 2 months without sunlight and 6 months of snow? What did you expect? Beach volleyball? Norway wins Olympic gold in beach volleyball. Dwayne The Rock Johnson keeps saying it's his first time having In-N-Out, but he's posted the same claim 3 times. What if The Rock loves hamburgers so much his team has to keep erasing his memory, like in Men in Black, so he stays in shape? Wet. Teacher did one of those cloud things with a virtual response thing for the question, what makes water so special? I submitted the word wet 600 times. This was after someone made a Giat skibbity joke in the VC. At everyone. If someone says something unfunny in VC, it is a rule that everyone will go completely silent. No coughing, no nothing. Just dead silent. Make them feel bad. The silence must last 15 seconds or more. Yes, part. I love it. Can I get it, please? Guys, I'm getting into football, but I didn't realize how many episodes there were. Not spoilers for tonight, please. Store manager. I'm going to need you to get the hell out now, or I call the police. Me with a beehive in my mouth, ready to open fire on the customers. You got 2 hours to run around this track one time for 600 million? Would you do it? Maybe. Booking flights on a phone is crazy. That is a laptop activity. My most millennial trait is big purchases must happen in a big laptop screen. At Wendy's, if you were stranded on an island and had to choose one food, would it be Burger King or McDonald's? If we were stranded on an island, how would that other food get there? This took 15 seconds to load and was worth the wait. Please invent a new word that describes the feeling of accidentally opening the dishwasher when it's running. Disruptance. Apparently, if you see an orca whale, you're left-brained. And if you can see an alien, you're right-brained. In an old man way. I have never typed D's pilled in my life. What the frick? It's learning. I love it when my pet sighs. Like, what ails you, my little unemployed freeloader? Perhaps this doesn't fit, but opening my microwave to heat up the coffee I forgot to drink, only to find yesterday's coffee that I forgot to drink in the same exact mug, felt very surreal. Landlord increased my rent by $10. Screw it. Shoes on the ceiling. The way my wife eats Cheetos without messing up her mouse. What sucked as a child, but is awesome as an adult? Staying in on weekends. I ordered a 6-piece. Don't put a question mark where God put a period. Teacher's voice. Oh wait, that's the face. That's the face exactly. This guy keeps taking my money. In middle school, I emailed a friend once being a depressing child. Where do I go? To the left where nothing's right, or to the right where nothing's left. And I wasn't expecting to be so rocked by his answer of forward. That I think about to this day, losing my mind. If my dad invented a mouthwash and wrote this on the bottle, I think I would have to end my life. To put that in bold and italics is crazy. Here's our story. Dr. Harold Katz created the TheraBreath formulas in 1993 to help his own daughter conquer her bad breath, because nothing else worked. Since then, millions have regained their confidence by switching. The Deseret Mormon alphabet contains a letter that looks like an Among Us, and it's pronounced like gay, which is so cosmically funny. Being single at 32 just means I statistically avoided my first divorce. Being single at 38 means I avoided my second divorce too. Back-to-back world champ. Nah, I feel like this is a very valid argument. Someone said add a leaderboard so they get competitive. There should be a website where you post your wishes and rich people who don't know what to do with their money give you an anonymous gift. I've been carcinogen maxing lately, so I regularly eat completely burnt pizza slices. They don't taste good, but they are carcinogenic. My teacher worried about how sad I look in a mandatory attendance selfie. Why do you look so sad? Well, you press the button. You obtain a sword capable of slicing through anything, but it can talk and is incredibly annoying and will try to mess with you. Press it, fools. Yeah, I'm pressing it. The most beautiful baby wolf you will see today. I spent 5 minutes trying to figure out who Tom is and what his onion picking skills have to do with my sandwich. Must let Tom pick onion. What weasels look like. How Western cartoonists usually draw them. Why are cartoonists like this? Writers unironically more appealing. Study reveals that some people can actually see more FPS than others. How did you see that guy? Come on, bro. You know I was born with less frames. How did you not see that guy? 2 years ago, the president of my company, net worth 20 million, walked into my office dressed as a deer and handed me an apple, then walked away. I still have no idea what that was. What chilling means. Rotating calmly inside the gas station hot dog eater. Vintage Girl Scouts of America brownie pocket knife. We really need to go back to giving 6-year-old girls knives to carry everywhere. Honestly, don't know how amongst my mother's stuff. Well, it took you 50 years to find it, so who has the best fast food burger? Why Five Guys burger always look like somebody just took it out of their pocket? My cat talks a mad amount of stuff. For being a creature I can easily pick up and wiggle. What's classy when you're rich but trashy when you're poor? Florida. This might actually be the best answer. Small independent deer does its errands. Stop making everything grey, developers. I beg you. The weddings actually cost like $50 50k, or is everyone lying for fun? I'm not paying that much money for people to watch me kiss someone. I'm sorry. You must be out of your mind. $50, take it or leave it. We're chilling on my couch maybe, having a couple of beers. There might be food there. Who knows? Eventually they will need to reinvent Superman's alter ego because nobody reads newspapers anymore. Clark Kent, the BuzzFeed editor. 10 people who are definitely not Superman. Sweats nervously. Wait, BuzzFeed? It happened to me and it can happen to you. I was hanging out with 2 people and the one I know better left the room for a few minutes. You guys aren't going to believe this. No way. I found my worst nightmare. I can smell the patchouli through this. My worst nightmare was a gorilla chasing me with a huge sword, but when he caught me, he handed the sword to me and bowed his head, and I just lost control and hacked his neck over and over, and he was screaming and blood was everywhere. Why are you telling us this? If my parents told me they were adopting a brother and brought him an anthropomorphic rat named Stuart, I would lose it. Pictures that make you go hee hee. That's a little boy. Made for little hands. People attracted to this are lying. She looks like a dirty Q-tip. Will ordering fries and a chocolate shake from McDonald's make me happy? Yes. No, but do it anyways. Went on a bike today and saw some graffiti for YouTube.com. Not a channel or anything, just the website, I guess. Guys, check this out. It got videos. If you flip over a frisbee, it can function as a floating coaster for your drink. Sorry for shouting. Xmas tip. Put your boyfriend at the side of your family in case you need to cut him out of the picture later. Thanks, Mom. Love you too. I'm gonna do it when I get home because it's still snowing right now. Stay skibbity, my little Sigma. Just quit my job today. I quit. Okay, lol. You don't even do anything at work.
Oh no, we lost the worst employee in this branch. What will we do?
Lol. What the frick? Anyways, why don't you text me back? Why did you ask me to pretend to be your boss? I miss you and the way you hold me and call me baby. Like, why? What the How do people come up with this stuff? People are creative. Men ain't anything, bro. I'm done. My man really cheated on me. Chris or Alex. Anthony or Enrique. Trey or Dylan. Rick. Guys are dogs. Why are men so toxic? My friend had 25,000 emails in Gmail. Created filter to delete everything with the word unsubscribe in it. He's now at 100. Wearing this to a job role interview as an IT technician role. Incredibly messed up. You can put things off for tomorrow, and then tomorrow actually comes. A computer can never be held accountable. Therefore, a computer must never make a management decision. That includes hiring, scheduling, firing. That was a hiccup, but it was like, I didn't even know what the AI tools are divine tools passed down directly to us by the Lord as punishment for artists being really annoying on Twitter. People studying to become artists or animators. OpenAI Sora. I was starving, so I took a little nibble. I'm sorry. You ever sleep so little, you feel like a low polygon version of yourself. Like you're just going to be running on reduced graphics today. Dating apps are so abysmal. I got business cards, but for flirting. Hi, I think you're cute. Bosses. People just don't want to work anymore. The jobs. Preferred qualifications. Master's degree. Minimum salary. $15 an hour. Trying to bond with my male cat, but I don't know what men do for fun, so I took him to Home Depot. Want to see my cat's shed? All cats shed, idiot. Cat enters wearing a tool belt. Y'all, people are too sensitive these days. 200 years ago. Man, he implied my family was not honorable, so we're going to duel at dawn about it. I'm just sick and tired of that orange meanie. I'm on Facebook Marketplace, and there's a guy selling Wario Land 4, and this is the picture he chose. My wife and I got into an argument, so I hit her over the head with my grommet mug. Hundreds of liters of tea lost. Thinking about how men invented golf because they're too scared to ask each other to go on walks. Cinnamon rolls. They'd have to grab the back of my neck like a dog to get me away from these. Imagine this being your resume. This is the most powerful wizard stuff. Shouts out to Texas for banning Instagram filters. I can see how serious the threat is. You could launch a space shuttle with the amount of code it takes to make her face look... Bro, Rami Malek and Emma Corrin are reportedly dating. I know the eye contact in that house is unsettling as hell. This was never meant to be seen by humans. Mum orders chicken for her son, but gets a deep-fried towel instead. Little medical bracelets, but they tell the nurse they're not allowed to do a TikTok about you. 7,000 people on Earth, and you are still single. Tweets from the aftermath of Toba super eruption in 75,000 BC. How to leave a tip like a boss. It's not $4, it's $1. A wallet that will never be stolen from your purse. OMG. That's brilliant. How? By putting $1 in gift wrap? Gift wrap? I don't get it. A week ago, Lamborghini updated its logo. Are you impressed? I'm too poor to know which one is the new one. 9 conversational tricks to make people think you are cool and laid back.